I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
Hello? I think you guys got a new band happening here.
Hey guys! Oh, big go, huh? Alright. I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Hi, it's me, your friendly neighborhood BonerJams. Welcome to episode 7, Under the Bus, our weekly Wednesday pajama jammy jam. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you. Thanks for coming. Tell your friends, come hang out with us for a couple hours. Want to bring on my boys, my man, Kurt Henning. And you're fucking muted, you son of a bitch. And my man, Jay Hannon. What the fuck is going on right now? And then Caleb, thanks for joining us, bud.
Sure. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Nice.
It was like somebody just had a little bit of wakey bang bang.
Oh no. I took a nap and then I woke up so out of it that I thought the Under the Bus show started at 6:30 Pacific. I swear to God. But It doesn't, everyone. It starts at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. I'll get with it. You guys take over.
When did you realize that you were late when I texted you?
Oh yeah, like 6:01.
Good.
You ever want to know?
Whoa. Ground control to Major Kurt.
Call Dane Zimmerman. He'll tell you.
Is Dane here?
He should be.
Let's check.
Dane.
No, he is not.
Well, because he thought we started an hour ago. So he's like, where the fuck are these guys?
Dane!
Dane! What's up, everybody? Wow. Episode 7. Can you believe it?
Well, it depends. If Kurt's making the posts or updating we're still on episode 6, according to Kurt.
I'm a week off.
That's awesome.
Oh shit.
So Jay, I heard you got a new guitar that you're not sending back.
We don't blow the load yet. Let's.
Wow.
We just stuck it in.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Send it backhand is not sending something back. That's fucking monumental. Why don't we? Let's talk
now you're blowing. Now you already blew 2 loads in a matter of 4 minutes.
I didn't realize. I don't know. I'm quick. I want to get right to the point.
Man.
Send it back, Hannon.
Send it
He's
back.
Not wrong.
you want to wait to talk on the new guitar, Jay?
Yeah. Well, now we know. Now everybody knows that I may have gotten something new.
Oh,
I'm gonna be selling some shit. So let's nobody get crazy. But what is this? Hold on. Wait. We got Chad in the chat here. Who's the chick in the promo? I thought it said porno. Who's the chick in the porno promo card? I don't know. Let's find out. You know what we should try to do? We should get all these.
That's one of our models.
All these chicks on that we put on here.
yeah. It's one of our daughters, probably.
Oh
right?
God.
Damn.
We're old enough.
I quit.
Awesome. Caleb, what's good, man? What's new and exciting in the land of make believe?
That's not my dog. What's good? I just did an interview last night with the legendary Doug Steele.
No shit.
U2's legendary Doug Steele.
No, it's Doug fucking Steele.
Doug fucking Steele, who's probably, for me, the premier teacher of classic Van Halen guitar stuff on YouTube.
Bye, Kurt.
Yeah, see, bud. And it was fun. It was like 2 hours and just talking Van Halen, because that's what we do here. And it was a good time. And he's a great dude. And you can check it out on Doug Steele's channel over on Doug Steele's channel on YouTube. and we should have him on sometime. He's a great hang. So, yeah, not Lexington. No, not as good a hang. It's Lexington. No one's as good a hang as Lexington Steele. Obviously,
no one can hang from
no one can hang like Lex.
off of Lexington Steel.
No,
everybody can.
Yeah,
but that was fun, and check it out. There's, you've probably heard the stories and stuff before, but
well, real quick, while we're on the topic of Doug Steele, and again, a lot of the stuff, everybody that's watching, we have topics that we, like, hey, let's hit this, but a lot of the stuff is just off the cuff, out the ass. Somebody's echoing like always.
Check.
But the thing I like about Doug Steele's YouTube videos when he goes over the Van Halen stuff is, who the fuck is echoing like that? Caleb.
Me.
Oh yeah. All right, I muted you for a second. So he describes it in layman's terms.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he lays it out for you, and of course, it's Eddie Van Halen stuff, so it's not like the easiest thing. Well, it's medium jumbo, so that's cool. But it's easy to understand what he's playing and how he's explaining it. So check out Doug Steele on
yeah, it's guitar lessons for guys with ADD. He just makes it easy, and he also reminds you, don't try and play this note for note or exactly like Edward. It's not you'll never get there. So just make it your own. And it's cool because Eddie Van Halen was very repetitive in a lot of places. So he'll remind you it's this lick from this place on this song. Just do it over here, and it's he's a really good teacher, and I'm glad I call him a friend, because I was just a fan and a guy who was just going on and checking his videos out. But I've met him over the years on here and the internet, and he's a great dude. So
yeah, we'll have to do get him on one day,
for sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, maybe he'll join us on a Saturday or something. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, before we, I guess, get too far, and let's just quickly hit on our patrons.
Hit on them.
Whoa.
Wow.
Andy Carson, Michael the Captain Smith, hey, the Captain, Steve-O, 5150, Randy Price, Nelson Rodriguez, False Flag, 5150, Fair Warning, Leo Safco, Ron, Stephen Franklin, All Dave, All Night, Paul Martin Woods, Warlag, Sherwood Callahan, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, Wayno, hey now, Waynos, Fairfield Guitar Company, Fairfield Guitar Company, Lewis, Mikey Mojo.
For life.
Hold on.
For life.
Hell yeah.
Caleb has no idea what that is.
No.
It's okay. I love the way it sounded, though. It sounded like there was a call on the white courtesy phone. So that was cool.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, and if you want to join our Patreon page, if you do, that's great. If not, hey, that's great too. And we don't want to read all this stuff every week, so pause it if you're interested. All right, back to the show.
Appreciate it.
Kurt, what's good with you, man?
Oh, just work and hanging out with you both.
Throwing ropes.
What's worse, work or hanging out with us?
I would say work's easier than hanging out with you guys. After a couple of hours, you walk away with a headache, limp dick, and yeah. Yep. But I'm gonna have to leave a little bit early tonight. I'll stay for most of the show.
All right, cool. I guess,
see what I say? There you go.
It's no respect around here. It's a fucking Rodney Dangerfield on our show.
Yep.
All right, well, let's do the show in double speed then, shall we, boys?
Okay.
All right.
So, 50 watching. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
If you're new, subscribe. Obviously, you can't. We made it so you can't talk to us unless you subscribe. So
You can't say a fucking thing.
can't say a fucking thing to us. So I think that was to avoid having like, a porno ad in the chat, which was great, by the way, for the algorithm. So that was awesome. But
The issue is Brian actually clicked on the link,
oh, of course.
and after the show was over, he was MIA for like 2 hours. He's the one who had to leave early.
Hey, now.
It was fun, guys. You missed out.
Yeah.
And I was directed to Chatterbait, and it was a good time.
Sweet.
All right, so I was thinking of a topic a few days ago, listening to one of my a band that I love, that I've loved for a long time, and it drives me nuts when I'll just ask the question: is there a band that you guys or you people in the chat really like or love that maybe has a band member, whether it's a replacement band member or just somebody that's been there the whole time, that you can't stand, that you're like, oh my God, I wish they would replace that guy? Now, I'm not talking about for anything like personal reasons or political bullshit. I'm talking about musically. Like, this guy brings nothing to the table, or just what he does in the band just doesn't work. Hey, Kevin, what's up, man? What do you got? What do you guys think? I mean, I know I'm kind of springing this on a couple of you, but I might as well just go with mine since since I brought it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine's Dream Theater. I've loved Dream Theater ever since Pull Me Under was on the radio. And, I think Kevin Moore, their original keyboard player, when you listen to those first, technically 3 albums, but if you just include Images and Words and Awake, I mean, it's just a huge element to their sound. And ever since he's been gone, he quit after Awake was recorded. I think even before they went on tour, maybe. I'd have to go back and look at the timeline, but I feel like they never kind of recaptured, or they can't recapture, what he brought, the elements that he brought. And they're the keyboard player they've had for a long time is Jordan Rudess, who, I mean, if we're just talking about talent and what the guy can do, he's easily the most talented keyboard player. He might be the most talented person they have in the band musically, but what he does in that band, I just think it doesn't have what they had years ago with Kevin Moore. A lot of the stuff, Kevin Moore brought like kind of the suspense, the darkness in with his keyboards, and the patches he used were really cool and different. And I think like Jordan kind of plays with the music too much, and the piano, and it's almost like they have a keyboard player from Kansas in the band that can play anything on the planet. But a lot of the stuff he does is like, I mean, come on, like it pisses me off a little bit. It really does. So that's my band. I know I can go on about this all day, but I know we only have a little bit of time before Kurt's out of here. But yeah, there you go. There you go. So Dream Theater and Jordan Rudess is mine.
I agree with Lewis. Thank you. I was going to talk about that guy. Wait, that's me. God, I don't know. Those are, plus, I mean, do we really know?
What do you mean?
Like, who does what? Or
well, I guess it's easier when we're talking about a progressive metal band that has a keyboard player. So the keyboards, obviously, it stands out, compared to guitars, bass, drums, and vocals. So it's,
gotcha.
Yeah.
For me, I like Guns N' Roses. Always been a fan of them, and I can't stand Axl.
Wait a second. Go ahead.
Mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, just his attitude and the way he presents himself publicly, being late for concerts.
You mean old, like you mean 1993 Axl?
Yeah, I just it's left a bad taste in my mouth where I just can't stand him anymore.
So you were a huge Guns fan before, like, obviously. I mean, you're my age, so you were in what, 5th grade when I'm trying to think.
Maybe a little older.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Well, 87 the album came out, but I think 88 is when they really exploded, like Peter North.
Right.
Now, Kurt, but don't you think that back when when rock stars were rock stars, and that was a part of it. I mean, that was almost, of course, if you're going to that concert, that's got to suck to wait around for 2 hours to see the band, and then they don't even play their whole set because there's a noise ordinance, so there's a curfew. But don't you think that kind of helped with the public perception of like, oh, he's a rock star type of thing like that? Back then, that stuff was almost considered cool, where now it's like you're just being a dick.
Yeah. I don't know. It just left a bad taste in my mouth, especially later in the late 90s where the band started fizzling out. It just seemed like he was part of the problem. So,
well, he definitely was a part of the problem after a while. Did you ever hear the story of who was the original drummer again? What was his name?
Steven Adler.
Steven Adler. So I read something, and again, who knows the exact truth, but Adler, I guess, was booted from Guns N' Roses for leaving his cell phone on in the middle of a show.
Sorry.
Like
because he was on drugs, right? So I guess what happened was, I guess when Axl was trying to like completely take over and own the name of the band and all likenesses and all that shit, he knew that Adler was like strung out, right? And he went to him and had him sign over
God. Yeah,
all of the royalties and everything from that Adler owned a piece of from Guns N' Roses for $500 just so he could like buy drugs.
Get high that night.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And so I guess what happened was, obviously Adler, I think his mother or something found out what happened. They got a lawyer involved and ended up, kind of like, I think Adler ended up, getting a lot more money in the long run. But like that's kind of shitty. You know what I mean? If you do something like that, if you take advantage of somebody's situation and really try to screw them, I think that just shows the kind of person you are.
Sure.
Yep.
I heard the chick moaning in Rocket Queen was Adler's girlfriend.
See?
But that wasn't Adler making her moan. It was Axl.
No, with Axl. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good rendition.
Yep.
So there's for one band that I'm not a fan of this band at all, but I think the most pointless person in any band is the Bosstone from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. That fucking stroke victim just runs around the stage skanking. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't play an instrument. He just dances. Fuck that guy.
He's a stage prop then, is what you're
Fuck
saying.
him.
One hit wonder.
He's like Jerome in The Time without the mirror.
And on the other spectrum, on the other end of the spectrum, the midget from Kid Rock was the glue that held that band together. And once he passed, they kind of
little people.
they kind of folded. So
Little people.
dwarves. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, Bosstones. No thanks.
Wow. Seems like you have some inner deep feelings about them.
Fuck them. No, I'm just not a fan.
You're gonna have them on the show in 2 weeks.
I won't be here.
We get to So do you have one, Caleb, or no? Or is it kind of on the spot? It's tough, right?
It's tough. I mean, I've heard that on this big stadium tour that Poison is actually killing it, right? They're the best band apparently, which is amazing to me. Because I remember my feelings towards them when they came on the scene and what they did to that genre, which was basically end it. And I'm sure Cece's a wonderful dude. He seems like a really nice guy, and this is nothing personal. I just didn't like the way his guitar sounded or how badly produced some of that stuff was for me. And I just thought it was almost a joke. So I don't know. I mean, I've never even seen or heard about Kotzen with Poison, which is amazing because of the talent discrepancy there.
Mhm.
You know, between him and the rest of that band, I think.
Yeah, but when did Kotzen get in that band though? I mean, I think that it was after like 93 or something, right?
I don't know.
But that whole genre was, I mean, if you were Poison really wasn't, you know, as
Yeah.
big as they were 3 years prior, you know?
Yeah, and Mikey Mojo, by the way, thank you, new patron. Yeah, I saw CC's Eruption, and I thought it was awesome, and I love that people are doing that kind of stuff. I don't think it's in poor taste at all, especially now. I think more if every guitar player in their solo did a piece of that, I think that would be the coolest thing ever. But back then, with how serious like we all took that music and everything, I thought Poison was a joke, and I just didn't like their attitude and what they were portraying, because they were just trying to be someone else, but it was such a shitty attempt, is what I always thought.
But they, you know, if you think about it, Something to Believe In and Every Rose Has Its Thorn, those are two fucking great tunes, man.
Yeah,
those are good songs.
You like those two songs, Jay?
I mean, I don't put them on voluntarily very often.
No, I think they're great.
But when you listen to them, like, you're like, damn, these are real songs. They're not, you know, this put up this image of glam and just stupid shit. They're real songs, man.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
something.
I mean,
it's about his bodyguard that died, right?
And doesn't he, like, when he's doing that one verse about him?
Yeah, in a
like,
hotel room.
He starts to like break down a little bit, and he like misses a line or something. Yeah,
in the video, he's crying. Yeah.
Yep. Well, Brendan Buttcheeks kind of brings up the other side of this. What band that got a new member ended up kind of flipping the script, if you will, that made them better? And he brings up Rush. You know, Rush's first record with what was his name again? I apologize. John Rutsey or whatever his name was. I mean, if you listen to that first Rush record, it's kind of like very Zeppelin-y. And I don't think Rush would have gotten very far off the ground if Neil Peart didn't become their drummer / lyricist.
There you go. Huh? Hey, I'm gonna get a lot of shit. I'll get a lot of shit, but I think Brian Johnson sounds so much better with AC/DC than Bon Scott. I just do.
Agreed. 100%.
Something creepy about Bon Scott for me. Just like, you know, spooky and creepy. And I didn't like that voice. I always thought the Brian Johnson stuff was just fit the sound, the tone of the band much better. So
I'm with you. I know to a lot of people that's blasphemy. Hey, it's my dad, Tom Bag. I know that's kind of blasphemy to a lot of people, the Brian Johnson thing, but I'm kind of with you. I think it kind of helped put them more mainstream. Like his voice, even though it's kind of harsh, it's a little easier, I think, on the ears than
yeah. I mean, like in Dirty Deeds when he goes, ew, like that, it's creepy, you know? It always creeped me out. So there was none of that with Brian.
False flag, I agree too.
Wait a second. You mean the band got worse when Bush got in the?
No, I started off listening to him with Bush, so I like them better.
You like Bush?
Yeah.
The out of here with that shit. I do like Sound of White Noise. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great record.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Anthrax, like Joey Belladonna, his voice, because it was like against the grain from all the thrash metal stuff. You know, a lot of the thrash metal stuff had the aggressive vocals, and Belladonna had the smooth, you know, whatever. And I don't know if any Anthrax fans are out there. I know my brother-in-law, huge Anthrax fan. They're on tour right now, and I watched a video from them playing Vegas from a few nights ago. Number one, Belladonna's got to be what, in his
80s?
In his 80s. He's got to be in what, his mid to late 50s.
Yeah.
Right? Probably late 50s.
Yep.
they're singing all the original Anthrax material in standard tuning, like the album tuning, and he sounds fucking great.
He does. He's the man.
I'm like, oh wow, man, it's amazing, you know, because
I love Joey Belladonna.
you know, a lot of people I don't think hear it as much as other people, but you know, I think when a band tunes down, like those songs don't have the same zing that they had, you know, when like in the original tuning.
Agreed.
Yeah.
When did Van Halen? Here we go back to Van Halen. When did Van Halen start tuning down? Balance, right? The Balance tour.
With Sammy?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe not the beginning of the Balance tour, but maybe soon after, because I don't think Sammy was in ship shape for that tour vocally.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Belladonna 61. Damn. Good for him, man.
This is the part of the show I step away. I'm like, who wrote that? Oh, one of the hosts.
I'm just playing. Them's just jokes.
Oh, come on, Brian.
Although, you know, their first record is unmatched, I did like the sound of Guns N' Roses with Matt Sorum better.
Yeah,
you know, he just had a great sound on Use Your Illusions, and I mean, it was much, you know, great. The production on that record or those records is amazing, and the drums just sound incredible. And they just didn't have that sound with Adler. So
yeah, I'm with you. The beginning,
but those you can't. Yeah,
what's the Terminator 2 song? The you could be mine.
You could be mine. That song is awesome.
Yeah, the drum intro on that is spectacular. It's awesome. And yeah, the production is killer.
That bass line at the very beginning of that song as well, after the drum intro, is the shit.
Yep. That might be my favorite Guns song, to be honest.
That's mine.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the whole, like, when Terminator 2 came out, it was like, oh my god, and then you saw the video and Arnold, and it's like, this is the shit.
There were some badass soundtracks in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's
all right, everyone, what's your favorite Use Your Illusion in one or two song? Mine is Coma. I think Coma is the shit. So it's like a 8-minute song. It's fantastic. Love it. Go. You can look at the song list if you want. There's so many good songs on that.
Coma is a good song.
They should have combined them and just made one album, because there's one full album of like really, really good material.
Did you buy
Civil
both?
War?
Did you buy one?
Wasn't Civil War just a single and then they put it on? Wasn't it like, didn't it come out as a single and before the Use Your Illusions were even out yet? Or am I wrong? Someone fix me on that.
I don't know.
Not sure.
I thought it was standalone, but
91 was nuts. That's the biggest year, right, for record sales?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think of all those records that came out in 91.
Yeah.
Just the big ones.
There was a ton of great soundtracks in the 90s, like The Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Crow 1 is awesome. Crow 2, the movie was terrible, but the soundtrack was better.
Yep.
Crow, Last Action Hero, Beavis and Butthead soundtrack was good. Judgment Night was another favorite of mine.
Judgment Night, isn't that where there's rappers and the metal guys combined? Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You got your Pearl Jam. You got your, I mean, technically Nirvana came out in 90, but it popped in 91. And
Cypress Hill.
Brendan Butchie.
Jane's Addiction's best record, probably. Well, Ritual was that year, right? I think.
Lost Boys.
Brendan Butcheeks. Kurt loves the saxophonist at the beginning, like 10, 15 minutes in. He's without a shirt, just getting filthy on the beach.
Rolling around in the sand, chafing my underarms.
Yeah. Hey, while we got the chat here, I know he's only going to be here for a little while longer. He is kind enough to donate a set of balls. No, a big set of nuts. A set of Zach Wild EMG pickups. So an 81 and an 85 Zach Wilds. So we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to try to do it next week. It's going to be subscriber only because we're trying to get the subscriber. We're getting the views. We're getting pretty decent view counts for these shows, considering how early we are in our,
in our run.
Save the channel.
Endeavor.
Yeah. So we're going to do a subscriber only giveaway for these pickups. They're used, but they're literally brand new. Used new. What is it? What would that be called? Used new? New used?
New, slightly used.
Yeah, there you go. So keep an eye. We're still trying to figure out how to do all this shit.
They're just like all the guitars Jay returned and sent back.
Yes. Thank you, Randy Price. I knew there was something strange about Civil War being pre-Use Your Illusion. So yes.
Gently used. Awesome.
Before
That's
Kurt,
cool. Thank you, the Chad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
awesome. Before Kurt steps away for the night,
I got like an hour, but come on.
We're gonna keep talking about that.
no, there was a cool topic that you presented to us about sending a text or an email to the wrong person.
Oh God.
I have a plethora of stories. But Kurt, since it's your topic, I bet you got some good shit. Why don't you start it?
Oh man, I think I'm telling Jay this one. This one actually isn't me, but I was there when it happened. My wife was talking about her sister.
Oof.
And the iPhone recorded the conversation to text and sent it to her. Because you know she said her name in the middle of the conversation. Just I can't even remember. It was something about sticking her head where it doesn't belong. She needs to mind her own business. Yeah, that type of shit.
Wow.
Goddamn motherfucking bitch. How dare that bitch do this? I'm gonna tear her ass next time I see that bitch.
That's awesome.
So that was an uncomfortable one.
Well,
also,
hold on. I want to know what love is. No, I want to know how, like, who texted who to kind of like how, what was the next step or the next
she jumped right on it. It's one of those situations where you're like, oh, let me check my phone and make sure it's not on so someone doesn't hear me, and it was too late. So she just texted her and said, this wasn't for you. It was voice to text, and she believed her. A couple blondes,
Not anymore, because guess who's our guest?
Our next guest. Kurt, you're under the bus.
That's awesome.
Well, Charlie S says in the new Apple upgrade coming, you'll be able to retract the text. Yeah, until they see it. Hey, Charlie, by the way, Charlie S, his daughter sent Jeannie, my wife, a care package today. And I just want to say thank you very much. Jeannie's pumped.
Oh, that's cool.
So thank you very much.
Jeannie okay?
What?
Jeannie okay? There's a care package.
Care package. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it for when you're not feeling well and just thinking?
No, just, some cool makeup stuff, which I don't really know about. So I apologize if I'm not giving too many details. All right, so what's next? What's
you should
next?
use it.
Yeah,
Cameron Brown in the chat.
Cammy B.
What else you got, Kurt?
Of course, I've had a few at my old career where the general manager who was in charge of the facility that I worked at, and I was a manager as well, he used to always try to bust my balls, and him and I were like, always fighting and disagreeing, and we didn't really get along. Yeah, docking.
Yeah.
Like that. Like that. Anyway, he sent me this email about my sales team and totally disagree with it. Well, I forwarded it to the whole team, bitching about him, saying, this isn't right. Make sure you just listen to what I say. This guy's, on a high horse. He was still on the email.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
How'd that go down?
I just went in his office and got ahead of it.
I sent that shit and I left you attached to it too. I knew it was coming to you. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing about it, are you? That's why.
Yeah, put a free receipt on it. It's registered. Live it. Own it.
That's great.
Yeah. This day and age with email, it goes immediately. You see the movies where the guy tries to rip his computer out of the wall because he sent something that shouldn't have got sent. But nowadays, especially if it's like intercompany, it goes like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned to not talk shit over email or text unless you trust the people, right? There's always a caveat. I know Caleb's had a situation recently.
Yeah, I don't know if I can even talk about that.
But I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about different.
In fact, we should save that for our bonus half hour that we're going to do someday, right?
Yeah.
Should we tell anybody about that yet or no?
Let the patrons in on a little bit of a...
Yeah. No or yes?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do something here probably for we got to do something for our patrons because obviously you're paying and sending money and we're coming up with different ideas because we want to make it worth your while. We're talking about doing like an extra 30 minutes after we get off the air.
There you go.
What?
There's
What's
the proof
that?
right there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we're going to do an extra 30 minutes starting soon where only patron members can join us. And it's going to be a little more saucy and privatized discussion.
Let's do it next Wednesday.
What's that?
Next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday? I'm down. And we'll it'll only be for a small audience, so we'll probably be a lot more interactive with that audience, and it should be a lot of fun. But
since I got to leave early,
doing something like that. So
I didn't do that one.
Maybe we do it next week. We'll send a separate link to all the patrons, and if you can make it, great. It'll be no holds bar, no filter.
It'll
80%
be
of the stuff's open.
It'll be like the bus trailer or something like
Yeah. So Jay, what about you? Any texts, emails that you sent that you shouldn't have?
I'm always doing something I shouldn't do.
It's true.
This actually happened a few days ago, but it's nothing like worth even mentioning. It was just a text that went to somebody else, and it was like no big deal.
All right, cool. Caleb, what about you, man?
Oh yeah, I was waiting.
I just wasted 10 seconds.
Jesus.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Am I done? What? My turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, I thought that was a quick little joke, and you were going to let him continue.
He's a dick.
No. Well, I kind of feel like because I haven't done that much, but the most recent one was obviously something so close and near and dear to this channel and our former place of broadcasting. That maybe I'll just save it for the first patron 30-minute trailer that we're gonna do, and I'll just put it at that. But a text was sent to someone else when I thought I was sending it to these guys.
I'd like to
if you could imagine how well that went over, it was pretty. Let's just say there were a lot of laughing tears being shed because
it's even funny now.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It's great now.
Because for everybody out there, we send screenshots all the time to each other, like to our group, of like either shit people say or text or whatever that's like funny
comments. Comments.
And when that one came through, I was giggling my little ball sacks off.
Yeah, yeah. But it's one of those things, like where you would say that to your friends, and then they'd go, "Man, I wish he could see that," or something. And I just cut out that part and said, "Fuck it," I guess. But it was it was a mistake, and
that was great.
It was pretty crazy. I couldn't believe I did it.
When you sent that, and we'll talk about it a different time, but I was at Portillo's in Chicago,
Yeah.
and I was crying, laughing so hard. But that made my day.
Good.
It was one of those things, like, you know, where you're looking at it and you're realizing it, and you're just frozen in, not fear, because I wasn't like, it wasn't going to like ruin my life, but it was definitely like, well, I guess that's over. I guess that whole part is officially closed. And yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it was, yes, I was talking about the somebody in the text that I sent to the somebody. Yes, it's great. Good stuff. We'll get into it someday.
So I have a quick story that I've talked about many times, but not on the shows, but with other friends. So this is circa day 2005, and I was at work. And at the time, the office manager where I worked, she would come into the office and wouldn't talk to anyone. She would go into her office, close the door, and just basically do her own shit. She wouldn't answer the phone. She wouldn't help clients. She wouldn't do anything. So a coworker of mine was like, you know what? I'm fucking sick of this bitch. And she sent it to all of us and CC'd her, like on accident. Like she just wrote her name in the email.
Sorry. No idea where that went.
You just broke up the whole flow.
Sorry.
It's all right. So she puts in the email her name in it. So I'm on the phone, that all of a sudden her name's Christine, walks over, just face gaunt, white. She was petrified. I'm like, what? She's like, I sent the email to Kim. And I'm like, what? And I pull up the email and I see it, and she just ripped her. Like, what a bitch. This fucking bitch doesn't do anything. Just motherfucks her all over the place. And I'm like, I didn't do anything, but I'm on it. And I was 23 at the time. And I'm like, oh, someone's dying today. Someone's going to die. And I felt like my soul left my body for a good 5 seconds. And then I was just like, uh-oh. What I did then is I started calling my house. This is back when we had, voicemails, you can call your own home.
Yeah.
I kept calling my house. Like, hi, this is Brian from State Farm. I was following up on your quote today. I did it like 50 times.
Just trying to avoid the situation.
Right. So because I want to be busy, and I didn't want her coming out and start yelling at her or beating the shit out of her because I'm on the phone. So I just kept calling my house. When I got home later that day, I literally was like 52 voicemails from me. It was all the same. Like, hey, this is Brian. I was afraid that someone's ass was about to get whooped. And
what happened?
So Kim comes out of the office and walks over to me. She had it printed out. She's like, did you see this? And I'm like, yeah, some clients started talking shit about you. And she wrote that. Like, I can't believe that someone would say this about Kim. And Kim was like, oh, well, that's pretty cool that Christine would have had my back. And then nothing happened. So I called Christine.
Paper and you shred the document.
Yeah. So after that, we called Christine Houdini because I didn't know how she.
Well, you the Houdini out of that. You saved her ass,
dude. I was so fucking scared.
Was she hot?
No.
I hope you got it wet after that, because that you saved her job. I mean, that's
Kim sounds like a real bitch to me.
We called her the Sith. So it's pretty amusing. So yeah, that was my story.
And group text can be dangerous, especially if you have multiple, group texts on your phone. You don't realize which one's going where. I mean, technology is nice, but god dang, it could get you in trouble real fast.
Yeah.
I mean, remember back in the day when you could call someone's house 37 times and hang up on them and they had no idea who called, before caller ID or whatever.
Order
69.
Order pizzas from different pizza joints to the same person's house.
Yeah. I told you about the tow truck time. Remember where we called all those tow trucks at one house and there was like 4 of them came at once? That was like
God, man.
My dad was happy about that one.
It's hilarious.
But anyway, yeah, it's technology's nice, but damn, it can get you in trouble.
You remember back in the day where you can, I forgot, like *667, and then you can basically the phone will ring. Like you can prank your own. So I would go to Cumberland Farms on 17K, and I would do that there. And the workers were not happy with me. It was pretty fun.
I remember there was an app back in the day that you could call someone and it'd go straight to their voicemail. It wouldn't ring. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, there was an app you could get. You could call someone and leave a voicemail without it ringing.
Yeah, I have that for clients that I don't want to talk to. It's called Slide Dial. I still have that shit.
That's it. Slide it to the side dial.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Whoa.
Just like, because every time we talk to this client, they talk to you for a half hour about shit. So I'm like, I just want to give them this information. So I do that and I call them, leave the message, boom, done.
So that app works still?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'll send it to you.
We got to get a sponsorship from them because I don't. Holy shit, man! I think everyone's gonna be downloading it.
Wow.
Man, I've been trying to get a hold of you. You're sending me the voicemail all the time, man. What's going on?
Yeah, you must have been in a bad area. It went right to voicemail. Go fuck yourself. Oh man.
No, it's true.
That's pretty good.
We have 600 people watching currently, so thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Should I do a roll call?
Yeah, why not, man?
All right. Let me rock it real quick. Let me open the bitch up. All right. So we got that doesn't make any sense. BonerJams, Bozique, Charlie S, Hellstorm, Joe Hervey, 84, Steve-O, 5150, Under the Bus Network, Warlag. Like where?
Hellstorm.
Hellstorm. I see a lot of other names in here. Jeremiah Wise is here. Robert Adams, Charlie S, Fairfield Guitars, Wayno, Jeannie Says, Mr. Richway. That's my buddy Joe Paul, Joe P.
Yo, Joe P, what's happening?
Guitar Randy Price, Cobra Kai Platoon. Hey now.
What's up, Cobra?
Mr.
Richway, did you get that?
Yep. Cameron Brown. Is he still here? Probably not. He's probably. Hey, Megatod says, I found you guys from Zims. Well, Zims, Dane Zimmerman, thank you so much for plugging us.
Thanks, Dane.
Today.
Dane.
Fuck yeah. That's nice of him to do that.
Thanks, Dane.
That's very cool. And everybody else. Cameron Brown's still there. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning where he is. He said, fuck it, I'm not going to sleep. I'm having breakfast now.
Nice.
What if he just got up?
I get up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my shitty version of the Bozique is here.
Thanks, Jay. That was great.
5150 Fair Warning is here.
Patron member.
Everybody else.
Later in the show, we'll open the phone lines. So you can call in, shoot the shit, talk about Jay's nose game, and then
I knew it was coming, man. I knew it.
Speaking of that, Jay, do you want to show off something new?
No, I want to give you something that's pissing me off lately.
You want to give me something that's pissing you off lately?
Yeah, I want to.
Jay, what's going on lately? Anything pissed you off?
Yeah.
You sound pissed.
We've been talking about Pop-Tarts and stuff lately because there's a new Eggo flavor that's fucking phenomenal. And why is it that, the aluminum foil wrapper that Eggos are in, right? Thank God, down to 3. Appreciate that.
Yep.
It doesn't tell you what flavor the the Pop-Tart is.
Box, you're saying?
Yeah, once you take it out of the box, and that sucks. Like, especially if you get the bulk packs or the bulk boxes, right? And you get down to 1 or 2 packs in there, and you have like a multiple, like different flavors. Which ones are they?
Mystery
Ellie wants brown sugar cinnamon. Well, I don't know which one. I got to open up 3 packs to find out. Like it's that to me. That's annoying shit.
They just want to sell more Ziplocs.
I guess
maybe,
or they want you to keep them in the original box.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you have 1 pack left in a box, and you got to save the box just to find out. I don't know. Yeah. It's things like that I'm like, why?
Well, they print on the package already. Pop-Tarts, whatever, in blue, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they just put the goddamn flavor on it?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, first world problems. That's right. I had this issue. What was it? 2 nights ago, Jeannie. I put my reading glasses on. I was like,
My glasses.
I wanted to make sure before I brought this up that it was true, and there's not on there.
I'm sure she was super excited to hear your fucking bitching and complaining.
Dude, she listens to my bitches.
She's a
Bitches.
saint,
She
of course.
listens
She
to
drinks.
bitching all the fucking time, man.
You should give her a Magnum bottle of wine every night.
A Magnum something else too.
Put up with your shit now.
Jay, do you still have those dope ass readers from Hop?
No, I got the nerd. I still got the
Something
nerd
back.
Halens though. I got the Caleb's.
There you
Still got
go.
Where are the shop
Yeah.
teacher glasses?
The shop.
Look
What
at
are the
that.
shop teacher glasses?
Represent.
I got these stupid.
John
things.
Gacy's.
No, Caleb's got the John Wayne Gacy's.
Those are the George McFlys right there. I still got 20/20 vision,
Hey, Biff.
believe it or not.
Dude, I did until I was 43. 20/20 vision until I was like 42 or 43. Then all of a sudden it was like right off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
I can't believe how clear my screen is since I got my internet fixed. It's amazing.
Since
I
you
thought
had
it
all the
is.
steaming off of it.
All the splooge.
Look at that. That's amazing. It's
Yep.
like a whole new world.
Oh,
Don't do it. Don't do it. Someone always does it.
I have a subject.
Go ahead.
Let's do a little sports.
And I thought we would start by maybe getting some thoughts from the panel and from the chat on the monumental passing of, in my opinion, the greatest play-by-play voice in sports history. Vin Scully worked for the Dodgers for 67 years.
God.
And he retired a few years ago. And he just passed away yesterday at the age of
94.
94. And I've lived in Southern California since 1978. I was 8 years old when we moved here, but I came here with my Bronx-born dad and with my huge Yankee fandom in full swing. Obviously, 77, 78, they were beating the Dodgers in the World Series. But back then, all I had on the radio and TV was the Dodgers and the Angels too, but the Dodgers most of all. I was such a sports fanatic that I would listen to Dodger games just in my room. And I mean, I hope everyone had an experience with Vin Scully doing a game, because he was both. He was a play-by-play and a color all in one. He didn't work alongside anybody. It was just him. And he had this amazing gift of telling a story throughout several innings while being able to call every pitch and stay on the story and give you something every night that you didn't know before. And then you knew that for the rest of your life. And it just, there's nobody like him. There's no one even close, in my opinion. And there's so many great play-by-play announcers. You can, by the way, let us know in the chat your favorite play-by, because I have other favorite play-by-play announcers in other sports. But there's nobody comes close to Vin Scully and what he did with painting the picture of a sporting event in his own way. And it's a huge loss. Obviously, you're 94. You've lived a full life, and he had a great career, but it's still sad. And I just want to reflect, a huge part of my life is sports, and he was a huge part of it. So, and that's coming from a Yankee fan. So, because he is Dodgers, and that's it. But he used to do stuff like the Masters, and he would call the World Series games for the networks. And
Well, here's my favorite Vince.
Yeah, I know what yours is. Behind the flag.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It's Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
And listen, right?
Right.
He lets the fucking crowd and the energy, the excitement of the game. He doesn't talk over this stuff, which I think a lot of announcers have a problem with. They feel like they have to talk over everything.
They have to. Yes.
Sometimes you got to like in music, it's the same type of thing with
Let
music.
it be. Let it breathe.
Yep.
Totally.
Dude, I just got goosebumps listening to that shit. Here comes Knight and the Met. Dude, the way he says it, like he can't even believe it. It's like, holy shit, wait a minute. Are you kidding me?
That was, I mean, that's that. Come on, that was the most incredible, 26 minutes in baseball history. And you don't have to be a Mets fan or hate the Red Sox, because let's face it, every Yankee fan in the world was rooting for the Mets. It was like their World Series, like they were back in the World Series because of who they were playing, obviously. And you could not hate that. You could not love that Mets team that year. They were incredible, especially like that game against Houston that went like 18, 19 innings. What was that? Maybe the greatest playoff game in history. Yeah, great year, 1986, and Vin Scully called it, and then in '88 he called the Gibson home run, and that was a great call too.
Jack Buck was a great announcer as well. I say Vin Scully, Jack Buck are the best two. Definitely.
Wait, so you don't like? Well, you gotta like Harry Carey, right?
I love Harry Carey, but also too, it was a little bit before my time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him. I remember him when I was young. I remember him always being drunk and just saying just ridiculous shit, which I love. But also, I didn't grow up with him. But my favorite calls is when Joe Buck, Chris Bryant to Anthony Rizzo, Cubs win the World Series. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
I'm not
call.
a big Joe Buck baseball.
Yeah, I don't like Joe Buck.
What's the Cubs?
No, I know. Who? Hold on a second. I know this guy's got to be a Yankees fan. Somebody mentioned Michael Kay, and I'm like, oh my god.
Saw that.
You know,
Yeah.
as a radio announcer, like his radio show on ESPN Radio, I like listening to that radio show. But him in the booth, like announcing games, I think he's fucking terrible. See ya is so stupid. It's like, oh, I need a catchphrase.
Yeah.
And that's all he could come up with.
Oh yeah, here's a good one.
Yeah.
The worst guy ever though is Hawk Harrelson. He was with the White Sox. He was, and then anytime he would let's say White Sox pitcher would strike out, somebody like he gone.
Yeah. Oh, that guy. Yeah, he gone.
Him.
Oh,
fuck him.
Yeah, I didn't like he gone.
Well,
okay, we can talk about who you didn't like and who you liked. For hockey, and I'm a huge hockey fan, obviously. I think Gary Thorne is the greatest hockey announcer. He captured the energy, and he's a great announcer. Period. In multiple sports, he's a great baseball announcer. But in hockey, I don't think we ever had a better. And Doc Emmerich comes in, but Doc Emmerich is like a cartoon to me, and flips one, the whole thing. Like he just, to a side, they battle in the corner. It was just like a program, and I just never got into that. But I always thought Gary Thorne matched the energy of the moment perfectly, and that's what a great announcer does. Is you can hear in their voice how important what just happened is, and it's not too important, and it's not important enough. It's perfect. And I miss Gary Thorne doing hockey. I wish ESPN, since they have the contract back, would bring him back.
Dude, ESPN doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with anything.
I know.
No.
They keep hiring the wrong guys for all these
guys, girls.
Like,
how about that chick? Hextall.
Don't get me fucking started on that.
Wow. And I'm down with, if you're good, you deserve it. I'm not a sexist when it comes to that shit. She is the absolute worst thing I've ever heard in sports call ever in my entire life. There's no fucking contest. nobody worse than Leah Hextall. I'm putting it out there, right there. It's on the internet. She gets
Yeah,
it
we'll
all
get
the time anyway.
rant on it.
Dude, you want to see what's going on with my mom, who's a total feminist. She listens to that woman and she goes, ESPN's probably just trying to ruin it for all women by having that chick on because she's so bad. They want to just close the whole thing down, but it's
I have a joke about this, and
yeah.
I've said this to Jeannie. Jeannie thinks it's funny as shit too, but whenever I turn a game on and there's a chick announcing, I'm like, most men, they watch sports to get away from it. Now this one's telling me what the fuck is going on.
We have her, Johnny.
That's a stand-up comedy line. That's great. Yeah. No, but I can't stand her at all, and I'll turn the TV off.
I'll turn the shit off.
I'll turn the shit off. There you go.
I can't stand Tony Romo.
What?
Cannot
Romo.
I love Romo.
This is what I hate about Romo.
Tell us.
The guy will not let the game happen. He
tells you to play.
He predicted a play when he first started, and he was at the end of the game, and everyone, he's the best, and now he just keeps trying to repeat it, and I hate it because he just doesn't let the game progress. He tries to
right. He wants. Yeah.
I had to mute you for a sec. You're echoing.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't stand him. I can't wait for him to retire. Go play golf.
Retire. What was it last year or the year before? Like somebody went back and went through all the plays that he predicted before they happened. And it was some astronomical number where it was like, holy shit,
I've learned so much from him.
Yeah.
I love how he breaks it down. He's like, all right, here's why I was saying this. Look at the tight end.
Go be a post-game analyst then.
What's that?
Go be a post-game analyst then.
I don't know. I like it. I think it's pretty cool, actually.
But I don't like you.
I think the worst person is A-Royd. I can't stand him. Him or Tom Brenneman, who hates the Cubs. Fuck that guy. He always he shits on the Chicago, like the Cub players, the fans. He's like, look at these clowns.
Yeah,
Fuck
there you
that
go, Zeke. Go be a coordinator somewhere.
He's making too much money.
Yeah, doing Corona commercials. He can suck it.
Carbona commercials. Hey, my brother-in-law brings somebody up. He says, who was the guy that did
Mike
the
Brown.
UFC?
Mike Brown, was it?
No, Goldberg. Mike Goldberg.
Goldberg. He was the radio announcer for the Cardinals.
Yeah, well, check this out. He quit UFC.
Arizona.
He got a gig to be one of the rotating NFL announcers on one of those. And after week 1 of the first season that he was in, that he was one of the announcing teams, somebody was tweeting at him saying that he sucked.
Oh no.
And he went back at that person and basically called him. I don't know if he called him a douche or something.
He loved him.
Got fucking canned. The NFL don't put up with that shit. And I don't understand some of these people that he was let go from UFC. Jesus Rapes Me says, well, again, who knows?
He was good.
Alcohol
He's a great voice. I think he's awesome.
Well, for UFC, it was all right. But listen, when you're at that level, you just got an announcing gig with the NFL, right? Who cares what fucking Billy Bob says on Twitter about you? Who cares?
BonerJams.
Who cares what BonerJams says about you?
Mm-hmm.
Give the fuck.
I liked McCarver when I was, younger. I thought early on he was great, but then he switched into an all-knowing type stance. It wasn't the same. That when you get to the all-knowing part, it alienates the audience, and I think Tim McCarver was just kind of holier than thou in his later career. But I did like those Mets broadcasts. I would get.
Remember him with Kiner?
Yeah.
Yeah. And McCarver, I loved McCarver when he was with the Mets. I think he's one of those guys that, for me at least, I loved him when he announced the Mets games, and then he left and started doing the Yankees games. I was like, fuck that guy. Fuck him. One of my favorite McCarver moments is when Strawberry hits the ceiling or hits the roof. And where the hell was that? I was in
Toronto.
Was it? Yeah, it might have been Toronto. He's like, he hit the top of the stadium. He can't believe it. He hit the top of the stadium.
He hit the top of the stadium.
There it is.
That's
Strawberry, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of good. There's some really bad ones. I don't know if you guys listen to a lot of hockey, but the Dave Mishkin for the Tampa Bay Lightning is the most ridiculous play-by-play announcer I've ever heard in my life. He says stuff, or when there's a goal, it's basically like it's the overtime winner of the Stanley Cup final for every goal for his team, for every goal.
Who's this?
Dave Mishkin. He's for the Lightning.
Okay. And
he works with Phil Esposito, who's a little too old to be doing this, and maybe a little too drunk.
That's
and they're also very like the ultra homer announcing crew, where everything is a penalty on the other team that's not being called. Everything. And if you ever listen to those two, it's pretty hard to swallow that shit. It's pretty bad. And I also hate announcers that are very like their voice is very affected and processed, like let's go over here. Well, they have that thing, and it's
CBS.
Yeah.
CBS.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's I think there's a guy for Colorado who does their radio or something, or TV. I forgot. He's brutal. Another guy can't stand. I can't listen to shit like that. It's just a game,
Miller. Remember that? Was he
Oh,
one
God.
season? Was that one season on Monday night?
Oh,
yeah, he was dreadful.
That was
his first joke was even bad, and he had fucking all off season to think about.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell? I was just going to say something.
Yeah,
somebody mentioned something. Well, I'm a Mets fan, and I think that the Mets SNY crew with Gary Cohen, Keith Hernandez, and Ron Darling is fucking spectacular.
Yeah, Ron Darling does the national broadcast on TBS. I think he's really good. I haven't heard Hernandez a lot, but he's
I just it's almost like football. Like I like when you have obviously the play-by-play guy, but then the color guy, he should be somebody that either obviously played in the game or coached or something. And in football, you want it to be like a quarterback so they can kind of explain what they were thinking or what sort of they were trying to do on a certain play. And same in baseball, like having a pitcher in the booth is great.
Yeah.
And somebody a baseman or a catcher,
Yeah. Like Oral Hershiser is fantastic color guy. Tremendous.
Who names their kid Oral?
Yeah.
Well, he's the reason why the Mets didn't fucking win the World Series in '88.
What a terrible name.
They would have whooped Oakland's ass too.
Yeah, he couldn't be stopped that year.
No, Hershiser in that NLCS, Mets couldn't fucking hit him.
Lights out.
Yep.
He no one could hit him for September. Like he had the most incredible end of the season run ever. So, yeah. Anyway, Vin Scully, rest in peace. There'll never be anyone that comes close, and they will try. But
agreed.
There's that. All right. So Jay, guitar. Let's go.
Let me piss real quick.
Okay.
Jesus.
Everybody out there in the chat, go piss.
Go piss. Kurt, do it now.
Change his name?
Yeah.
All right, talk, please.
All right. So after Jay shows a guitar that he's not sending back, which is a fucking miracle in itself, we'll open up the phone lines, call in, and then we'll go over a few other things before we finish up the show for tonight. But also too, I got to make sure we'll double check later that everyone who is a patron on the Bang Bus has received their shirt. So if you haven't, please let me know. The only one I think was Curtsy, he said the other day. So we'll double check that.
Yeah. So I'll bow out here after Jay shows this guitar.
Okay.
I'm totally surprised. Brian let the cat out of the bag early.
It's a monumental moment in the life of Jay Hannon, not sending something back.
Yeah.
He is a picky fuck.
Yeah, I don't want to send him anything. So I won't.
Yeah.
I won't be. What was that? I won't be here on October 5th.
Fuck out of here, Doc.
It's a Wednesday.
Fuck out of here.
We just booked a show on October 5th, so we'll have to get a fill-in for me for that night.
Wait, what'd you say? You got a show?
Yeah, we booked a show at a local area, Southern California casino, and that's a Wednesday, and I won't be able to do this.
Nice, man.
What's that?
Any East Coast trips?
Working on it, and it's going to be close to you, so I'm hoping that
No yelling.
it happens before the end of the year. Nerd Halen makes it to the Northeast. Yes.
Cool.
The Peter
Hell
Northeast.
Peter Northeast. Definitely.
Spider Y2 banana. There it is.
Oh yeah. Gruden, wonder what rock he's hiding under right now.
Yep.
Haven't heard from him in a hot year.
All right, what do you got, Jay?
All right. So here we go. So I purchased a used guitar, and I seem to have better luck with used guitars for some reason.
Unless they smell.
Yeah, unless they smell, and then it's going the fuck back.
What if it smells like babbing?
Depends on who's vag.
Yeah. It's called Wanda.
Let me move this back. And,
A Wanda called fish. Ooh.
I should have wiped it down because I was playing it earlier. My arm was sweating.
Wipe
where it's
it
supposed
down.
to.
Oh,
What do we got here?
all black.
Ooh. That fretboard's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Right? I didn't like it at
Oh,
first. I saw
wow.
pictures,
Go.
and I was like,
You're finally keeping a music man. That's awesome.
dude,
Look, fretboard.
it's yeah, right. It's an ebony fretboard, but it's got some obviously some
Cool.
Oh yeah, what's that? I would send that back for that. It looks like a diarrhea stain.
Well, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, roast.
And it's a BFR too, which is the Ball Family Reserve. So these guitars are like skillfully made, you know.
All my kids are BFRs.
It's a JP16, which has a Floyd Rose as opposed to that Music Man trem. And it came with 10 to 46 on it, tuned to D standard, and I took those strings off and put 9s and tuned it to regular standard.
Shocker.
And
Come on, Brian.
Wow.
because the guitar was hot. It was in
Where did you get it off?
Reverb.
Okay.
Yep. And I don't know if the Chad's still watching, but he's had one of these, or a 6-string and a 7-string version for a while, and he's like, dude, they're fucking great. And so after I was having all the bad luck with the JP15s last year, and then with the Jason Richardson Cutlass that it's still sitting there. I'm fucking lazy. He's like, dude, get one. The JP16 is the only Petrucci model that has a Floyd on it. And I can't believe how great the neck is on this thing. Like, holy shit. Look at that thing too.
Are they like thin? You were saying like the Ibanez's?
Yeah, I mean, his guitars, the neck shape and everything, and the radius and all that crap, they're pretty much based on his old Ibanez guitars, which I love. You know, pretty goddamn thin.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the old 17-inch radius like an Ibanez does, but it just feels like I can't believe how good it feels.
You gonna keep black hardware?
You know what? Oh my God, where is that? Where's that comment? Hold on, Jeannie just texted me. I got to look for one. Where's Randy Price? Yeah, Randy. It was on Reverb. He said it was on his watch list.
Oh damn!
Oh man, Randy, sorry, man.
Under the bus.
It's on Jay's keep list.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short is, I think I'm gonna put red pickups in there. Red with the black poles.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna look fucking sharp as shit.
What type of pickups are you gonna put in?
The well, these are illuminators, but I think they're called the Sonic Ecstasy because they're like illuminators, but a little different. DiMarzio pickups. Obviously, they're Petrucci has like 5 signature or something. DiMarzio pickups or something like that. It's crazy. He has a buttload of them.
Yeah.
But I heard from a lot of people that the best Petrucci pickups are the Dreamcatcher and Rainmaker set. So I'm going to order those from Tessie Switch, everybody. UTB 15 is the code.
There you go.
So I think I'm going to order a set of red with black poles. And then maybe I'll contact Adam at fu-tone.com.
Yes, and get all the red screws and saddle.
What do you call them? Accoutrements, Kurt?
Yeah, I don't know. Just red stuff.
Get the inserts, get the screws.
Yep.
Saddle inserts, titanium.
Yep. I have a block from Adam that maybe I'll swap out for that chintzy ass one that's in there.
Nice.
But it's amazing. This guitar is really, really good. Just needs a little bit of setting up after, obviously, 10s with D standard, now 9 standard. So it's needs a little bit of adjusting, get it action a little closer, but it's great. I love it.
I like the black.
Sorry, Randy. It's a good one.
Snooze, you lose.
What
That's
year?
awesome.
You know what year it is?
2016. That's the only year they made them. There have been a few. What the fuck is that music store now? I always forget it. Axe Palace. Ass Palace. I'm sure that's a website. But
Or a
Axe
place.
Palace. Axe
They were in
Palace
the
is
chat
cool.
earlier.
Yeah. If anybody is interested in like limited run guitars, Axe Palace has every once in a while, like Ibanez does it through them, Ernie Ball Music Man, ESP, like all the big name boppers. They'll do like a limited run of a certain guitar and they'll have like custom colors. Like they make this in like a Lambo green one. They made it with a roasted maple fretboard. And then they did like a blue one with the same Ibanez. They make like a pink one every once in a while. So Axe Palace is cool, but they're kind of expensive, for the limited run, which is understandable.
Well, in all seriousness, that's awesome that you're happy with the guitar. So that's cool.
Lightning in a bottle, folks.
That's right.
Yeah, probably won't happen for another few years, but we
Well, I
got
don't
to
think I'm
enjoy
going to
it.
get a guitar for another few years either. So
We
He's
know.
Caleb, he's batting 500 on the show so far for guitars.
That's right.
hey, if I'm a baseball player, I'm in the fucking Hall of Fame, man. You're batting
Oh, dude.
500. Holy shit.
Yeah. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
Yeah. Is your studio going on the road? What's my dad talking about here?
That would be fun. We're going to get a bus
Oh yeah,
and pull up,
we're doing a U.S. tour. That would be great. Maybe someday. That would be a cool YouTube show if we just were actually on a bus traveling all over.
we could stop at all.
And running over people. That would be fantastic.
There was a YouTube channel that probably about 8-9 years ago, they started like a GoFundMe type of thing, right? And it still is a pretty big YouTube show. I don't want to throw these guys under the bus, but basically it was like, hey, we're going on tour. Same type of thing. They wanted to take their YouTube channel on tour and visit all these spots, almost like a rock tour, right? But they wanted like their fans to pay for it. And they kind of got killed over it, like Wait a minute. So you guys want to have this big coast to coast vacation on a fucking like in a tour bus, and you want us to pay for it?
Wow, it
You know?
kind of sounds familiar, but on a much larger scale.
Where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Somewhere over there.
So Jay, do you want to open up the phone lines? It's that time of the show where someone can call in.
You know what the number is?
Number! For God's sakes, just give me the damn number!
Is that in tune?
No.
God damn it.
Yes, you can be part of the show. 802-715-5150 under the bus. Waiting for your phone calls. We got to put money line on Kurt C being our first caller. But
it's like 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah, totally. Someone else, give us a call. Come on.
Good night, Joe Hervey.
You have some trivia tonight teed up? Sure.
Oh shit, do I?
That's baseball related.
I got it, Jay.
Okay. Oh, we got somebody. Welcome. You're live on the fucking air.
Yes. Kurt with a C.
We never would have
What are the chances?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I heard Caleb said something about betting on me. This is going to be a short call. Two things. Caleb.
Yes.
CC DeVille's guitar solo on "Ride the Wind" is killer.
Killer.
The song "Ride the Wind."
What album is that off of?
Do you know that song? I think their second one. Is it "Swallow This" or whatever? I think their second one.
I'll have a listen. And
then your topic about bands getting worse with a replacement guy.
Breathe for us.
Megadeth.
Breathe.
With Megadeth after Marty Friedman left, every guitar player was worse than him.
Well, in that band, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can argue skill and talent and stuff, but we always talk about it. You know, it's
I'm
about
not saying they
chemistry.
were
You know?
shit.
No, I know,
yeah.
but the chemistry thing that's huge. You know,
Big thing.
Yeah. Same with Nick Menza. You know, I think every drummer Megadeth had after Nick Menza, technically probably a better drummer, but something about Nick Menza's drumming with that music, it just worked. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. And Bozique says CC DeVille can't carry Richie Kotzen's jock. No one. No one can carry.
There's a handful of dudes that can carry his jock.
Okay, here's my. This is going to sound retarded, probably. Here's my description. Here's my whatever analogy of CC DeVille. CC DeVille is like a semi-homely chick with a good personality.
Hey, this is CC.
He wasn't great, and he never claimed to be great.
Nope.
But it was cool stuff. It's just like a half homely chick with a good personality is better than a good looking chick who's a bitch.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah.
There it is.
Don't hold it back now.
All right.
Thank you, Curtsy.
Thanks, man.
Okay, later.
Hi, Curtsy.
All right. Well, there you go.
Speaking of Richie Kotzen and something cool. Here, let me send this on here to the chat. So you can post. Hang on. Someone call, please.
Hey, everyone, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We got to hit that 1,000 mark.
Do it.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Hey, everyone, subscribe to the channel.
Whoa.
Turn off your radio or whatever.
Whoa. We got to. Hey, now.
First time, long time?
We're not live. It's there's a delay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
What's going on? You're live on the air.
Not a whole lot. What's happening with you guys tonight?
Who is this?
This is Keith or Keeper 5150.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's
Hey,
going
what's
on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just been watching you guys since you left the other network.
Oh,
Well, thank you. Appreciate
thank
the
you very
support.
much.
Thanks for coming along. What do you think of the shows?
Oh, I love it. It's great. Everybody's got it going on.
Well, thank you.
Squared away. Boner's got it squared away. Caleb's got it squared away. Jay's the man.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. you want to play some trivia tonight?
Yeah, I'll play trivia.
What would you like? Do you want sports, rock, or metal?
I'm gonna go, boys.
Oh, Kurt. Good night, Kurt. Kurt,
All right.
Kurt is interrupting trivia. Bye, Kurt.
Good luck.
Later, bud.
All right, let's get back to
What
it.
was that?
What do you got? What do you got, Boner Jams?
I'm sorry, I didn't know if he wants rock, metal, or sports.
Rock, metal, or sports?
Metal.
Metal. He wants fucking metal.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Metal.
All right, let me just find a multiple choice for you.
Multiple choice.
All right, let's be easy one. Symphony of Destruction is a song by which heavy metal band? Do you need multiple choice here?
No, I don't think I do, but I think that would be Megadeth.
There you go.
All right, we need to get two. You need to get two. So you need to answer two questions to get a shirt. You want a shirt? Under the bus shirt?
Oh, I'd love a shirt. Hey, I got a Gizmachi CD too.
Holy shit.
Oh,
He's a big J fan.
Fuck yeah, man. Thank you.
Awesome.
all right.
Yeah, you sent it to me, Jay. You saw
Did I? I don't know if I actually did. Maybe somebody else did.
I think so.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, maybe somebody else did. He was back on the other network.
Oh, maybe I did. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right, what other
Anyway.
question we got for you?
All right. All right. This one would be which American heavy metal band is known for songs like Nightmare, Dear God, Hail to the King, or Buried Alive?
Shoot.
I
Would
know.
you like the multiple choice? Would
Yeah,
you like
I'll throw some multiple choice
friend? Yeah, you want multiple choice?
Yeah, multiple choice.
All right. We have A, Panic at the Disco, B, My Chemical Romance, or C, Avenged Sevenfold.
It's probably Sevenfold, right?
You are correct. You are correct.
You're
The man wins a shirt. He wins a shirt.
Congratulations.
He wins a shirt.
Hey, didn't Sevenfold, was that a cover? Hail to the King, or am I thinking of Dio? I'm thinking Dio. Who did the cover of the Dio song?
Kill Switch Engage.
That's who what I was thinking.
Yeah. And they did Holy Diver.
Holy
Diver.
That's right.
Yeah, nice. Congrats.
Right?
What were the first two bands in your multiple choice, Brian? Again?
Panic at the Disco and My Chemical Romance.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
Caleb plays on the head rush, right?
That's correct.
Hey, how are your Eddie Van Halen stuff like when you're doing like the '90s sound from like say Balance or like round or Right Here Right Now? Are you getting it through your head rush or?
Well, I think I understand the question. You can make any preset you want with any amp simulator you want, and I went through all the available presets when just from the factory, and I came across one preset called it was 231, and it's called Creamy Strat, and it has a Soldano head in it, and I just fell in love with that preset, and all I've done to that, yes, all I've done to that is just some tweaks, some EQ stuff, and delay settings that I have programmed in, and then for the more modern, Sammy stuff, or even some of the late Dave stuff, I've added a little bit of a detune effect that he started using later on, and
right.
So each song in the set list has its own preset, so I just cycle along, and they all are named in my on the screen, so I can sure, and that's pretty much how it works. It's very simple. Obviously, I'm not lugging amps anymore, and that feels great, and it's easy on my back, and I'm getting a good sound. That's really the key, is that I'm happy with the sound.
Right.
People think it sounds pretty good. They're pretty kind of blown away that it's just this little, $400 unit, and it's really working out great for me.
So, Caleb, when you switch guitars throughout your show, right?
Yeah, we do most of all the Dave stuff except for songs that they recorded in standard, like Hot for Teacher, and the keyboard songs, Jump and I'll Wait, we do in standard. So, but most of it's, I use an E flat guitar, and then I switch over to the Wolfgang. This is what I've been using, and that's in standard. So,
cool. Good, man. Awesome. Well, thanks for calling in. Send us.
Wait. He has one more question for Caleb. He has one more question.
Yeah, too. I'm sorry.
Come on, it's about me. Let's go.
Well, not to get all geeky and mess it up, but the EVH tone that was gotten like on the Right Here, Right Now, and going up into the balance era, did he originally get that tone from a Soldano head?
Yeah, the first record, the Fuck album, the for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge.
Yeah.
He bought some Soldano heads, and he moved away from his famous Marshall Plexi that he used on everything prior to that. And he used that for that record, and then he told Peavy that he wanted an amp very similar to the Soldano, and they pretty much copied it right down to it. So that's where it was. But that first record with that Fuck album has the Soldanos on it. That's what he's using.
Right. And then the combination between the Soldano and the Eventide and all the other things he was using, that's what gave him that tone, right?
Absolutely. Yes, the Eventides. He actually just went crazy with the Eventide on 5150 and OU812, and then he let a little more of the amp do the work later after that. It wasn't so processed on the albums after OU812, but OU812 probably the peak of processing for him, and 5150.
Right. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Can you see the screen right now?
Yeah, I can, but you're a delay. So
okay, well, you're going to see our email address pop up. Email and send your contact info so we can send you a fucking shirt.
Under the bus. Okay.
What and size and all that stuff. Not a penis size, shirt size.
Okay. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Great show.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you win stuff here.
All right.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
And you don't have to pay to win.
No, you just got to play. Just got to play to win. You don't have to pay.
All right.
I think I'll go to the taco truck next.
We'll talk to you later.
Parting shot. There you go.
Good night, guys.
Not aimed at us.
No. Hey. All right. Is that it for oh, never mind. I couldn't end it soon enough. We got one more call. One more call. You live on the air, the Under the Bus Network. We're fucking it up tonight. Yes, we are. Who you got? Who's on the phone right now? Who we got?
Hey, what's up, boys? Mikey Mojo.
Mikey
Mikey
motherfucker.
Mojo.
Oh, shit.
What's up, Mikey?
Jersey in the house.
What's up, Boner?
Man.
I love the amp history was great right there. Soldano to Peavy, Eventide, process, everything. You always nail everything, Ed, and it's always 100% accurate.
I try.
That's awesome.
I don't. I don't. It's just when you study and you study. You're a nerd. We're all nerds.
We are all nerds. And a couple quick things. I know you guys are wrapping up the show, but when we talked about members adding to a band and making them maybe better or worse moving forward, we didn't mention Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden.
Dickinson.
Paul Di'Anno. Yeah.
Dickinson. Dickinson.
Mayor Dinkinson.
Like David Dickinson. I'm thinking of Mayor Dinkinson. Bruce Dickinson, that was awesome. I mean, Paul Di'Anno would make it great, but when the old Windbag came in and Bruce came in, Power Slave, all those albums, Number of the Beast, Killers, it's crazy.
Yeah, but how about when they when Dickinson left and they got who they get again? Who was the guy that they did 2 albums with? I can't believe he lasted 2 fucking albums.
I remember his name, but I do remember that.
They're god awful. If anybody wants to relive terror, go listen to those two records where Bruce Dickinson wasn't with Iron Maiden when he left. And dude, they're so terrible, and it's yeah.
Well, even like we didn't mention Whitesnake. I mean, I love Steve Vai, and the shit he did with David Lee Roth was awesome, obviously. But when he joined Whitesnake, like that album sucked. Like
really,
the Whitesnake before that with John Sykes were great, and I think Adrian Vandenberg joined for a brief time. But when Vai joined the band, I guess the chemistry wasn't there. It just was big letdown moment. Everyone was psyched, and I was like, just another metal album, like a hair metal album.
Blaze Bayley.
But that's neither here nor
there. That's it. Yep. Uncle Leo
Safko. We have breaking news. Blaze Bayley was the replacement singer for Bruce Dickinson when he was not in Iron Maiden.
And just jumping back a little, Bozique asked me if I'm going head rush straight into the PA. Yes, I just get my sound through the monitors and the side fills. That's it. Going straight in. DI. Boom.
Fucking raw dogging it.
Raw dogging it.
Who says Vi sucks?
No, nobody said Vi sucks.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
All right, what else you got for us tonight?
I don't know. The Vin Scully thing, that was a nice tribute, Caleb. I agree with everything you said. I mean, he was one of the best play-by-play guys and analysts. Like he was a one-man gang, like one-man band calling the game.
Yeah.
And I'm a Yankee fan, and I enjoyed when he did the World Series. I remember all his famous calls. So that was, I feel like a lot of our heroes and a lot of the guys from our youth are starting to pass on. Rock stars, play-by-play guys, sports figures. It's just, I'm turning on half a century this year too, and I'm like, wow, starting to feel it. Well, Ed was probably the first one a few years that really hit me super hard.
Well, that's the thing. You said you're about to be 50 years old. I mean, once this all starts happening, that we're fucking getting old.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah. Well, we were growing up. These guys are 20 ahead of us, right? Ahead of us.
Yeah. All the greats, of all time basically have happened in our lifetimes. And since we're getting old, I mean, there's very few guys coming along in any sport, in any field that are, even in the discussion of greatest of all time. It's almost like talent peaked at a certain point. And,
right.
And so, they're all going to die, and they're all dying.
Do you think part of the reason is, and I think we're all guilty of doing this, and I've said this before, but we always compare. Like, I think that's the thing. Like growing up, a lot of this stuff was new, especially to us, right? You're growing up, you hear something for the first time, and it's like, oh my God, this is. But when you get older, you always compare, what this is to something that you've already heard or watched or whatever.
And weren't our parents and their parents doing the same thing? But I feel like, you know, technology came out in our era, you know, like all the technology in all things has,
and there's too much of everything,
improved everything. You know, when someone says, no, Joe DiMaggio is the greatest of all time, but Joe DiMaggio played in that little fucking mitt, you know, did that make him better than all these guys or worse? So I don't know. Like it just doesn't look as more, you know, nothing in black and white looks more talented than anything in color to me. Like that, I'm kind of jaded that way.
Unless it's like the hand wound film when it looks fast as shit. Like damn, Babe Ruth's running fast. Look at how fast he is.
Right,
he's running like a hot dog. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Not only with technology, but all the sports figures, like the fitness. These guys just work. You know, guys back then didn't work out. They smoked cigarettes. Like, you ever watch the speed of a hockey game from the 70s or 80s, and like these guys with baseball?
Yeah.
Like these guys, like look like me. You know, I'm a guy who's in shape, but I don't look like some of these football players.
Well, we're talking
these baseball players. And stuff.
Yeah, it's funny you're talking about, you know, the Mets before and that '86 team, Caleb, and Brian, you've probably seen this. Well, both you guys probably seen this picture before, but there's a picture of Keith Hernandez in the dugout, and it's around that time frame, 85, 86, 87. He's sitting there with a cigarette in the dugout.
Yep.
Yeah, he's smoking a butt. Dude, he went back to the clubhouse before you talk about that Mookie Wilson play that Vin Scully called when it went through Buckner's leg. He was to the clubhouse smoking. He packed it in because I think he made the first or second out of that inning.
Yeah, he did.
And he went back to the clubhouse and he was smoking.
Yep.
And he was watching it on TV.
Yep. And he didn't. He was so stupid. He was so superstitious that once they started getting hits,
he couldn't move.
Like, I'm not leaving this. Yeah, I'm not leaving this spot.
So awesome.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Caleb. That was one. You know, I'm a Yankee fan, and I probably watched 10 World Series. I went to 2. That '86 World Series was probably the best World Series I ever watched.
Wow.
Hands down. I was in 6th grade.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it was just a great team, and they had every character in the world. You could not root for the '86 Mets. They were just They were just awesome all around, and there were so many different things to like about them. You know, right down to Davey Johnson, who I think is an awesome manager, and I was just excited about it. And obviously, the Yankees were in the toilet at that point.
Oh yeah,
and
they were.
Who they had, like Ron Guidry, right? That was about.
It was a mess.
Dave Righetti. Dave Righetti.
It was such a mess. I think they had Jim Cat, right? They had Jim Cat, who was in his 27th year or something with that no wind-up bullshit. Remember his wind-up? He just threw the ball to the home plate. There was no wind-up. Just stepped it through. I always thought that was the weirdest thing ever.
Here's
Anyway.
the thing, though. That 80s Net team partied a lot, but they were like the 90s Braves. They should have had 2 or 3 rings. Like, they should have won more World Series.
87, they had injuries, and 88, they just ran into an Oral Hershiser that was unhittable.
Anal Hershiser.
Mr. Anal.
And nobody was talking about anybody else in 88 but the A's. The A's were the juggernaut. They were ridiculously good in all, and they were ridiculously juiced. And
they got one for 5 games.
I remember that.
Yeah,
5 games.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
but that's
that's
the old.
Made a lot of money.
In football, right? They always say a great defense can stop a great offense. In baseball, great you get to the playoffs, especially a 5-game series. Great pitching can shut down great, especially if you got like home run hitters and stuff like Canseco and McGuire that year. Was Parker on that team that year?
Yes.
They had Dave Parker too. Holy shit! What about
They had Dave Henderson too.
What about Ray Parker Jr.? Did they have him?
No, they had Dave Henderson.
And
Dave Henderson was a great player
of all time.
Yeah, and they had Eckersley, who was lights out. Dude, Eckersley that was his first fail of the year.
He had a career year that year, Eckersley. Did he get MVP that year? He did. That was phenomenal. Well, BonerJams, let's do some trivia. Before I head out.
Mikey Mojo wants a shirt.
There we go.
All right, Mikey, what do you?
Oh, he's gonna tell. He's gonna tell you what the fuck he wants to do. I like this Mikey Mojo guy.
Which thing you want to do? Rock,
metal, or sport? Let's do rock. Yeah.
Rock. All right. right, let me find a good question here. Axl Rose is the stage name of what musician?
Of what band? Guns N' Roses?
No. What's his real name?
What's his real name?
Oh, man. Shit. That's a good one.
Achwell.
Damn, I know I know it from back in the day, but I can't remember it. I know he's from is he from Indiana?
Axl Rose is from Indiana? Is his last name Jones?
All right. It's
Go ahead.
William Bailey, Bill Bailey.
Wow, Hot Beef Injection
man.
had it.
That's a great question, BonerJams. Great question.
That's why he's credited. His writing credit is W. Axl Rose.
Mm-hmm.
William Axl Rose.
Right.
So where did he get his name from?
I don't know.
Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop.
Achwell. Yeah.
All right, Mikey, I have one more question for you. See if you can redeem yourself.
Holy shit.
Who gave actually sorry, I asked this question. My bad. Let me okay. All right, here we go. How many songs did Elvis Presley write throughout his career? How many did he write?
Oh man. Probably not many, I would say.
I think he's correct.
Pretty close.
It can't be. It's not like a trick question like 0, right?
It's 0.
There you go.
Is it 0? Ah, excellent.
He didn't write shit.
No, I didn't think so.
I'm an E flat.
Oh, and,
So is this.
and guys,
And also
we're talking
too,
about Richie Kotzen.
real quick, Axl
there,
Rose's full name is William Bruce Rose. So there you go.
William B. Rose.
Yep.
So really quick on the Poison thing with CC DeVille, I think Kotzen was like an Eddie Van Halen Ernie Ball thing. I had heard back in the day that Kotzen banged one of the guy's girlfriends and got kicked out of Poison.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
one of the guys.
he's a good-looking dude, so I don't no.
Yeah, he's a monster guitar player.
No vag is safe with young Richie Kotzen. You play guitar like that, and you're a good-looking dude. You're
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if it was Brett Michaels' girlfriend. It was someone's girlfriend.
I think it was the drummer.
Oh, I don't know. It was the bass player.
I think it was Ricky Rocket.
Oh.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, everyone
And
bangs.
it's our last show where our channel's just been removed from YouTube.
What do you mean? You guys advertise adult porn sites.
That's good.
Mikey, thank you very much, and thank you for becoming a patron.
Yes, thanks, man.
Today, fuck yeah.
You guys kicking it, and you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
We're running out of fucking room here.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna have to open up that other panel.
Hell yeah, we are.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Mikey,
hey,
thank you so much.
Did you get that thing I sent you? Or
Who,
I sent
me?
the thread?
Well, let's hang up. Let's hang up with Mikey first. Mikey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Talk to you later.
Be good, fellas.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Mike.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mikey
Good
Mojo.
segment. Good segment. Yeah. So the schedule for our day at the Monsters on the Mountain came out yesterday, and I knew we were playing late and probably last. Now it is official. We are playing last, which kind of looks like we're headlining, which is hilarious, but we're not. There's 3 stages at the Monsters on the Mountain. There's 2 in the same big room, and they'll just keep flipping bands pretty rapidly throughout the afternoon and evening on those stages. And then there's like another room upstairs at this place, at this convention center, and the 3rd stage is up there. and we're playing up there with I believe Tango Down, and then a big break as all the shows downstairs happen. And then in the middle of the whole day, Richie Kotzen plays on the stage we're on. And then another segment of all the bands downstairs. And then after Tom Kiefer closes the downstairs main room, Nerd Halen goes on at 11 p.m. Do you have the graphic?
I'm trying to pull it up. There we go.
There you go.
Not very big. That's what she said.
Yes, it's good. You can see it. So that's day one at Monsters on the Mountain, Friday, August 19th. And that's only almost 2 weeks away. That's incredible.
So
But
wait,
there we
is
are.
you only playing the first night, or are you playing every night?
No, we're only playing the first night. There's only one tribute band each day. The second night is Pyromania, a Def Leppard tribute band, who actually our drummer moonlights for, and also a good friend of mine, Brandon Paul, who I did my little guitar lead segment on. He is in Pyromania too, great guitar player, and they're playing on Saturday, and then Sunday is a Shot of Poison, which is a Poison tribute, which is the only way they could have Poison related stuff on this weekend because of the Richie Kotzen thing. Just kidding. I just made that up. But yeah, it's kind of cool just to see our little stupid band right there next to Richie Kotzen, going after Richie Kotzen. That's Richie's playing a 5-hour set, and then we're playing. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, 5.5 hour set.
He's not, but
imagine playing a 5.5 fucking hour set.
oh, your fingers.
Man, speaking of sets, we almost forgot to do one of my favorite segments.
The fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna do that again because I left a comment up.
The fuck are you doing?
All right, let's try. There we go. So on this week's, everybody might have seen this one. It's one of my faves from the past year. Does anybody know what this one is?
No.
Ready?
Yes. Oh. Oh my God.
Let's do a slow-mo here.
Oh.
All right, now it's not. There we go. Nice form, though.
Oh. Did he bleed to death?
I was thinking he caught it right on the neck, right?
Where is he? Is that a boat?
Look at that though. That looks pretty good, right?
It looks like it's going to turn out okay.
Now let's
But he
do a little
didn't
bit
clear
of
the
zoom.
tower.
I think what happened is his heels,
Yeah, his legs hit the
legs hit the top, right?
Right.
The top of the stadium.
That ends his trajectory
Right there.
forward.
See that? And it tips him.
Stops.
Right there, he knows. Oh shit.
He's like, wait a minute, I'm not going to clear, and I'm going to break my collarbone, both collarbones, on that, and then I'm going to be cut to shreds and bleed to death in this pool. Thank you.
Tries to look. He actually, I think he has the top bar with both hands, but this is too much weight, too much centrifugal force. I don't even know if that's the right. Actually, you know what? It might not have actually caught him dead in the throat because I think he might have been dead.
No, hit him.
That's chest.
Yeah.
The chesticles.
Oh.
His buddy thinks he's dead. You hear it.
Wow. Oh. That is bad.
One more time.
Oh. Hey, Jeannie, how long was he in the hospital for? We should bring Jeannie in just to guesstimate like all the actual injuries and how long the hospital stay was.
Oh, And Bozique says he broke. See, whenever I see something like this, I always go through the comments. When somebody gets hurt real bad, or you think like, are they dead? I'll scroll through the comments and see. And usually a lot of people like post the link of like the news report of it. It's like, was in the hospital for a few days, or yes,
he did. You always see he did.
Yeah. And when I do that and I find out that the person's dead, I don't usually save it for this segment because I don't want to show anybody getting fucking killed on this thing.
No.
Yeah,
No, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good on that. And before we finish up, Jay, if you can do me a favor, there's one thing I like to do. I'll go on YouTube and I'll see live streams and I'll go in and say hi, see what's going on, and then see if people recognize the name, or when they see the name, like, what? So Jay, I sent you the video. I sent you guys the other day. If you can play it for everybody. I find this pretty amusing. So this guy, I'll set it up real quick. His name's Haunt Former. He loves Halloween, so he's cool in my book. And so once in a while he'll do a live stream, and I decided to check in. And when Jay cues it up, you see what he has to say.
All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah. Oh, I got to get the slow motion off. Hold on.
Yeah.
And the magnification. There we go. There's that. Let me get the slow-mo off here. Shit.
Nice jacket.
Yeah, right?
It looks like Michael Anthony's Diver Down Explorer, White Explorer with the bloodstains.
Yeah, on the back it should say "I come blood."
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments on.
Wait, shit. Sorry, Brian. I have to speed.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments on my coat, Mr. BonerJams. Eyes. BonerJams.
Boom. Slow motion, man.
BonerJams.
But I love it at the very end, and he just says eyes. Like, I have no fucking clue what's going on right there.
Look at his hair move back when he started laughing. But yeah. So what does this guy do? He just talks about like horror movies or something?
He talks about everything. He talks about like Spirit Halloween releasing the new animatronics. He'll talk about Michael releasing Halloween stuff. He'll talk about horror movies. He's all about Halloween, and I love his excitement for Halloween. So I have nothing bad to say about my man Haunt Former. So there we go. Just wanted to share that with everyone.
I don't know why I'm sharing that on the screen. I came back and the show has Chatterbait cam on. Oh, Andy Carson, be safe, man.
Have a good one, man. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you.
Do we have to touch on anything else here, boys, before we call it a fucking Wednesday?
No, I think
we're good.
I think we're pretty good. As always, a reminder, please make sure, if you haven't yet, like. And if you're just watching, please subscribe. And tell your friends. Tell everyone what you're doing on Wednesday night. You're hanging out with these four jamokes. So thank you.
Well, hold on a second. I bet I can speak for everybody out there. When they're watching this show.
Pretty much.
Right? Everybody. That's what it is.
That's pretty much a great description. And wow, boys, 7 shows. Amazing.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Don't join if you want. It's fine.
And thank you to the audience. We see you, and it's pretty awesome that you're here hanging out with us, just really basically shooting the shit, and you're joining in, and it's fun, and we will see you next week, if not sooner, on Saturday.
Yeah, are we doing a Saturday show or are we not?
Why not?
Well, hold on a second.
I'm late.
After the show last week, it seemed like we were going to do like maybe every other week.
Okay, we could do that.
I mean,
I don't mind.
Well, if we do a Saturday show this week, guys, it'll be maybe just keep your ears pierced. What the fuck?
Yeah, just set the bell, and there you go. You'll know when we come on.
Subscribe, set the bell, keep your ears pierced.
Keep your ears pierced, okay?
If not this Saturday, I think Brian and Kurt are doing something in the realm of a review of a record or CD or album.
Yep.
More content.
We'll have that out pretty soon, the next couple days. So it'll be cool shit.
Yes. And at any time, if you set the bell, one of us could just go live from a food truck. It could happen. Okay.